Morning everyone. I haven't done a video in a little while. Just been busy doing other things, getting ready for some other stuff. What do we got? Almost 20. Yeah, 16, 18 degrees. Nice day. It's Tuesday today. Gonna be, they reckon, a bit of rain on Friday, over the weekend, starting Friday. We'll see how we go. Boys are busy doing what they do. Got their haircuts. Alfie, stop it. So I've just come back from Bunnings. So I've got the mould made. This is not what this video is going to be about, but I've got the mould made for the water feature. But slight change of plans, so I've just gone and got some more stuff. Some electrical conduit, a waterproof, I don't know if you can bury them, but they're waterproof, electrical, yeah, and some tube, and some cable, 20 metres of garden, just twin flex cable. So the thought is, it's going to turn into a bigger project than what it was, but this is the cutout, so the concrete's around. And so concrete is in the outside bits. This bit is a see-through void where the water's going to drip down over, and the water's going to come out through there. That's what this pipe is in here. I'll just move this out of the way. Might have to use imagination a bit, but that's the plumbing. So this is the bottom. This will connect to the pump. That's why I got this. Got to work out a way to join it all up, but I was saying in the last video for the water feature that it's going to be a solid pipe connection otherwise, and I think it's better if it's got some bit of slack in it, because this thing might move, the bottom might move, and then you might crack a pipe right up near the concrete, and then you're buggered. So I'd feel better if it had a bit of probably not going to use a whole coil. It's 2 meters. I might only need half a meter or something like that, but at least it's it's got a bit of flex between the pump and this thing. And then this conduit is going to do the same. It's going to run from the bottom and out, and then under the ground. It's going to run inside the concrete, and then what I'm going to do is drill 3 holes here, and put some, like a muffin tray, or just those little, the little pie trays or something, the aluminium ones, not those foil ones. So that'll be like a little light fixture. And then I've ordered some LED lights, some waterproof ones that just will solder to this with heat shrink, waterproof heat shrink. And it's going to light up nicely down there, three lights. It's the same ones I've got in the bar. They're just like an encased epoxy light, so they're 100% waterproof. So yeah, and then I'm going to have a bit more left over. So the thought was, after this is done, I'm going to crack all that wood open, because we don't need that mould anymore, as long as the first one comes out alright. And then I'm going to make some smaller ones, same design, but a lot smaller, maybe only, I don't know, 200, 250 wide at the bottom, and maybe 300-400 high, with the same cutout in the middle, and then one light in each. And I'm going to make like seven of them. Hopefully I can get 7 out of one mould, and they're just going to be garden lights. So you'll have the main water feature with 3 lights in it, and then kind of every, I don't know, 3, or probably down that stretch, it'll be one there, one where Dex is, and then one down the end, not quite at the end, but about there somewhere. So that's 3. And then here I was thinking, let's have a look. So you're going to have the water feature there, so probably maybe one in there at the back, I don't know, I'll have to move some plants maybe, and then maybe one there, but definitely one just here on the edge here. So it might only be 2 here, I'm not sure yet. Yeah, it might only be 2, and each one will have a light in them, so hopefully 20 meters is enough. We'll see how we go. But no, that should be a cool little project, so I'll do that separate project to the water feature. But yeah, so that should be good fun. But should have everything there. I've ordered the lights, but I haven't got them yet, and I haven't got the little tins to use as the light fixture, whatever you want to call it. I also bought just some screws, just to have. That's the wire. So that's the mesh. I don't think I showed it in the last video, I left it in the car, but that's the mesh that the water feature will sit on, and then the rocks will go so you can't see the water down the bottom. And then also came up, well, I didn't come up with the idea, I've seen it on Facebook this morning, people hanging their drills up, cutting them and making like a little drill hanger. So you obviously got to cut out a little bit where the trigger goes, but I got a meter of it, they're on special, so I thought I'd give it a bash. I'm going to hang them kind of, that's what this video is going to be about, by the way, just doing that. But I'm going to try and put them back here above that toolbox. I reckon that'll be a good spot for them. And then the heat gun, I'm going to make one for the heat gun, and that'll go here because that's because I've got PowerPoint right there, so it'll stay plugged in, and then just leave it there. Because I find myself when I'm doing heat shrink, I always go for this thing, the flame. You should really use a heat gun, just because it's down the bottom there and it's too hard to get to, and it's just a quick little job. So I thought if I have it there plugged in on all the time, obviously not hot all the time, but just ready to go, you pull it out, press a button and bang. And then all the drills and pretty much everything else, I think. Yeah, I think that's the heat gun, so that'll go by itself. And then I don't know about this because I don't use this in here. That's mainly for the garage, so that'll probably stay. Actually, I'm gonna put that away now. So I only need 4. Yeah, these are my main drills that I use, and I don't even really use that one. That's a backup spare one. I mainly use that one, and that one for screwing in. That's not a drill. It's just a impact, whatever you want to call it, impact driver. So for screwdriver bits or socket bits, use that one. Drilling holes, use that one. For really light stuff, this is cool. It's only a 10 volt lithium one, but just for like little stuff, that's pretty cool. And like I said, that's my backup one. So if I can get four out of that should be sweet. I think easy. I'm probably only going to do them 200mm. I'm going to make the cutout. Before I cut anything, I'm just going to do the trigger cutout, and then put the drill in, and then just see how far it needs to go back to hold it. And then if it's 150mm, even better. I'll just cut each one at 150 and go from there. But if it needs to be 200, it needs to be 200. But I've got plenty there, got a meter there, so that should be good. So we'll get on to that, start doing that. Alright, that worked out better than expected, pretty quick too. Just got a hole saw. What size was it? It is a 35mm. That seemed about right for this drill, just to get it over the thing. Probably I'd probably just do them all 35, so that way they don't have a specific hole they have to go back into. You can mix and match them. But yeah, and then I'm just going to cut it there. I think if you have a look, it fits quite good. All the weight's been taken there, I think. So I'll just have a quick look inside and just make sure it's not like hitting here, and that's what's stopping it falling out. But otherwise, I'm just going to cut it. What's that? That's not very long actually. Yeah, I think we'll just make them all 200. I've got enough pipe, so that's longer than the drill though. It might look funny. I think 150 would be enough. Yeah. I'll make this one at 150, and if this big drill, this is the biggest one I got. So I'll make this first one at 150, and then if that works, it works. If not, it'll work definitely for one of these bit lighter ones and smaller, and then I'll have to make one at 200 for this one. But should be right. Let's see how that goes. And apparently that box there is 200mm high, so I'm just going to go like that. And there you go. You get a nice perfect mark at 200, so we'll cut that and see how that goes. And I still haven't got that other bloody bench yet. It was meant to come yesterday, but I haven't got the phone call to go and pick it up yet. I might ring them today. Got enough time this Arvo to go and get it, so yeah, it's a pain, absolute pain working with one bench. Got everything, car and gimbal. yeah, got everything all piled up on one bench working over the top of things, so yeah, it's a bit of a pain. But anyway, what can you do? And there she is. I'll just give it a bit of a clean up. Nothing too special. Might even just take those sharp edges off with the sandpaper, but just for a trial. Nah, all good. That's not going anywhere. Alright, so I'll get this hung up. Might even drill some pilot holes in that first as well, just to make sure. Actually, probably don't have to. No, these should be right. Use these new screws. Actually, that's one thing I didn't think about. How do you drill them? Can only really drill. Okay, have to put another hole. Have to put another hole in. Not as big, I suppose. That'll work. Use this one. I'll just go outside and do that. Okay, so I just did another hole there, just so you can get the drill, bit through and screw on there. I'll shift you over here, if you can see. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's where they're going to go. Almost got my finger. Make sure we put it the right way. Number one. Number two. Get the drill. Sweet as a nut. Perfect. Right, I'll keep that because I need that one. So I might just make all of them that size, I reckon. That way, this being my biggest drill, will all fit in any one that I put it in, really. Yeah, let's try. That's my smallest drill. That works. And that's like a bit of a bulky one. And that's fine. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to make them all exactly the same. Beauty. Gee, for the sake of it. Yep. And the heat gun. Yep, perfect. Alright, I'll cut that off and I'll get back to you when I've done them. Okay, all done. It's pretty quick. It only took about 20 minutes to do all that. So what I ended up doing was drilling a little hole just there so you can get the drill bit through and screw it. So you got two screws holding it in. They're nice and solid, they won't go anywhere. I just put that one in with the battery as well, big 5 amp hour battery, and yeah, no worries. They're not going to fall out, so yeah, good little project. It gets them out of the toolbox, frees up a drawer in there pretty much. Oh, and then the heat gun over here, so that's plugged in at the moment, so when you need it, just bang her out, do what you need to do with your heat shrink, and then slip it back in. So yeah, that was a bit of a success. That's all the stuff for the fountain. It's slowly getting there, just doing bits and pieces. The only thing I'm waiting on now is those cups now for the little light fixture, and the lights. So the lights are probably 2 weeks away, so I'm not going to do the mould until I get all the light fixtures, the lights. I want to get it all wired up as well, so that if I have any dramas, I can wire it at this stage, so I can have the holes drilled, conduit in, and wired up with the light fixtures and everything outside, inside where it needs to be, then pour the concrete. I don't want to put the conduit in and then start trying to fish wires through. I want to do it before the concrete goes, so that's okay. So yeah, that's going to be a while away, I think. But anyway, I haven't even released that video, so you're getting sneak peeks of that as we go, different stages. But yeah, all good. Anyway, cheers for watching, and yeah, pretty happy with that actually. I saw that on Facebook this morning, and I thought, well, that's a good idea. I've got enough hand tools to make that worthwhile, and that was exactly a metre of pipe. There was 200mm, so there's 5 of them there. So $14 from Bunnings for a metre of that 90mm, just stormwater, the thin wall. $14 and a couple screws and you're done. So yeah, good project. Cheers for watching. Catch you next time.